Behind the pristine image of the British royal family and its traditions lies a brutal and violent criminal underworld. From the notorious gangsters of the East End to the ruthless crime bosses of today, Britain's criminal history is full of shocking and true gangster stories. Here are 10 true stories of gangsters from the UK. Tales of violence, power, betrayal, and organized crime. Story 1. The Kray Twins, Kings of the East End. Ronnie and Reggie Kray, identical twins from London's East End, ruled the criminal underworld in the 1950s and 1960s. Owners of celebrity-frequented nightclubs, the Krays were also brutal thugs. Their empire included armed robberies, arson, protection rackets, and murder. Eventually, both were sentenced to life imprisonment, but their legend lives on. Story 2. The Richardson Gang, rivals of the Kray family. The Richardson brothers, known as the Torture Gang, ruled the South London underworld at the same time as the Kray family. Their methods were notorious for their brutality: electric shocks, tooth extractions, amputations, all used to intimidate rivals and collect debts. Their final downfall came after a bitter gangland showdown with the Kray family. Story 3. Curtis "Cocky" Warren, Liverpool drug lord. Curtis Warren rose from a street dealer in Toxteth to one of the most powerful drug dealers in the UK. Nicknamed Cocky, he ran a global network importing cocaine and heroin from South America and Europe. Authorities estimated his wealth at over £200 million. Arrested several times, he spent years in maximum security prisons. Story 4. The Great Train Robbery, £2.6 million. In 1963, a gang of 15 men carried out the Great Train Robbery, hijacking a Royal Mail train in Buckinghamshire. Led by Bruce Reynolds, they stole £2.6 million, worth over £50 million today. The robbers were eventually caught, including the infamous Ronnie Biggs, who later escaped from prison and lived in Brazil for decades. Story 5. Paul Massey, Salford's Mr. Big. Paul Massey was a feared figure in the Manchester underworld, involved in racketeering, drug dealing, and gang violence. His reputation earned him the nickname Mr. Big of Salford. In 2015, he was shot dead by a hitman with an Uzi submachine gun in broad daylight. The killing is linked to an ongoing gang war in the region. 6th story. The Addams Family, British Mafia. The North London-based Addams Crime Syndicate, also known as the Clerkenwell Crime Syndicate, is one of the UK's most organized and secretive gangs. Founded by Terry, Tommy, and Patrick Addams, the group is involved in drug trafficking, murder, extortion, and money laundering, with links to European and South American cartels. 7th story. Leah Betts and the Ecstasy Trade. The 1995 death of Leah Betts, a teenager who died after taking ecstasy at a party, exposed the vast drug networks of the 1990s rave scene. Behind the scenes, major crime groups were making millions from synthetic drugs, from illegal labs to club distribution, leading to major raids on British drug syndicates. Story 8. The Brinksmat Heist, Gold, Fire, and Murder. In 1983, thieves stole £26 million worth of gold bars from a Brinksmat warehouse near Heathrow Airport. It became one of the UK's most famous heists. The gold was melted down and laundered through property and offshore accounts. Over the years, many members were killed, leading investigators to call it the Brinksmat Curse. 9 story. County Lines Gangs, Modern Exploitation. In recent years, County lines gangs have spread from the UK's major cities into the countryside, using children and vulnerable people to traffic and sell drugs. These gangs use violence, coercion, and social media to control territory and expand their influence. It is one of the most worrying and rapidly growing crime trends in modern Britain. 10 story: The gun running in Northern Ireland. During the Troubles, various paramilitary groups in Northern Ireland were involved in arms smuggling, protection rackets, and political assassinations. Even after the peace process, some groups have evolved into organized crime groups controlling fuel laundering, cigarette smuggling, and property, blurring the line between politics and gangsterism. From the bloody turf wars of London's East End to the digital drug networks of the 21st century, Britain has seen its share of ruthless gangsters and legendary crimes. These 10 true gangster stories reveal a side of Britain that few see, a world of power, violence, loyalty, and betrayal. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories from around the world.